nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. It's just, I haven't really built anything of heavy interest. But I did have some other stuff that I thought we could look at since it is Lego. And you know what? I figured, we'd start expanding the channel a bit because, not only do I like Transformers and giant robots, I also like giant monsters. So yes, I decided to build my own Godzilla figure. Now, originally, I built Mechagodzilla first because the reason was I had this really cool NECA figure of the '89 Godzilla. But yes, this was one of the designs that I modeled him after. Obviously, the head is way too big. That's intentional. I like to do things in a kind of cartoony fashion, but that's just me. If you follow this channel long enough, you know that I really like anime and stuff like that, and I have a habit of making heads really huge on things. But anyway, that's beside the point. His mouth does open. I don't have a blast effect for him yet, but I do have one that I can use temporarily. But anyway, this is a really nice figure. I don't know, I thought that was funny. Anyway, so yeah, I built this second, actually, to my Mechagodzilla. But we will look at that at a later time. But, so yeah, here he is. He's pretty big. He's really big, actually. And he destroyed a helicopter. That's nice. Thanks, pal. I gotta rebuild that later. He does have individual finger articulation, which I think is cool. So he can claw you to death. So that's always fun and dandy. So yeah, he's got hands. The shoulders are ball joints. And, they get decent range. They're a little limited because of the shape of his arms, but that's because I try to make him as chunky as possible. I've always felt Godzilla's been very lacking in the arm department because his arms have always been kind of scrawny looking, which I get it. He's supposed to be modeled after a dinosaur, like a T-Rex, just upright, kind of like Grimlock and Transformers, instead of the typical, T-Rex pose. But anyway, for the spines, now this was a nightmare. Holy crap. Finding enough of these pieces, thankfully I had enough, but just barely. For a while, one of them actually didn't color match, but I did find a color match one eventually. Yeah, those spines were a pain. They actually might be a little too low, but given the nature of the figure, I learned to live with it. So, yeah, there's not much to him, really. I mean, yeah, he's all articulated and posable and stuff, and there's all that good jazz, but, yeah, his mouth does open. I'm sorry if I'm not getting him in frame. It's just he's so freaking huge. His mouth does open. Let's get a look at his head. Like I said, the head gave me a little trouble, too. There's his tongue, if that's of interest to you. Yeah, there's his head. Like I said, I kind of went for a more cartoony fashion, but that's just because, I don't know, it's just what I like. I do that with everything in this channel, but he does have some accessories. I did make some stuff for him. The only real accessories I made were this blast effect, and, because I had so much of it, some lit up spines. Because, in the movie, his spine, or in all of the movies, his spines would light up right before he would blast everything to oblivion. So here, let's take a good look at that. So to replace those, all you need to do is just yank off the old ones. They don't quite match, I know, but I mean, it's the best I could do. And I really wanted to use clear blue because I thought it looks pretty. It's just one big solid lump, so I guess if you wanted to use that for something, you could. Also, before we proceed any further, I don't do instructions for anything I build. Just heads up. So, sorry. I like to inspire people to create their own things. I get it. Not many people have the time or, resources and whatnot. But listen, it is what it is. It's my choice, and it's whatever. We're not done yet because we still got to do the tail, because I even made ones for the tail. Let's pick up Godzilla here before he blows himself up because he fell over forward while trying to shoot the atomic breath. But yeah, he's got all these blue spines that light up, you know, in the movie. Oh my god. I was going to show you his head, but it looked really bad when he fell over, so I'm going to just fix that real quick. Anyway, so there he is with the lit up spines, which, you know, it's cool. I like that. It's mostly just for effect purposes, so I normally leave the more angular ones because they just look better to me. I did make him a blast effect. For the blast effect, I have to use a stand. There we go. And now he can blast whatever's in front of him to oblivion. Whatever, that's good enough. That'll make an interesting thumbnail. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just thought we'd look at this because I haven't looked at anything recently, so figured I'd share some of my other passions and hobbies that I happen to like. So, yeah, y'all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!